Alright, time now is 2:02 p.m. on April 27th. Oh, my voice is clean and crisp. Yeah. Wow, it's been weeks since my voice has been this crisp. It's crazy. So, yeah, I slept extremely late. I don't think I've ever slept this late in the history of round 4. I slept at 5:50. In fact, the sun was rising when I was going to bed, and birds were chirping, and I can hear someone from the other building, like the adjacent building, just running back and forth, banging the door. And I was like, oh fuck, great, I'll never fall asleep. But I eventually did, and I woke up at around 1:30. Um, yeah, that's bad actually, because for the final exams next week, I need to wake up early. So I gotta train myself to sleep earlier, even earlier. Like not only at 3 a.m. but like 2:30 or even 2 a.m. Like that's my goal. Okay, by the end of next week, I want to fall asleep at 2 a.m. So let's train myself doing that. But yeah. So the entire apartment smells like fish again, thanks to my roommate. So that's great. Um, yeah. Um, I had a couple of dreams, and both dreams also involve someone I know from the past coming to LA to study or visit me. One is Oliver, and the other is Cedric. It's crazy. I haven't dreamed of Oliver since many years. So yeah, that's very interesting. And just trying to be connecting with them again and trying to be friendly with them again is an interesting thing. It's like talking to people who don't care, but then show human decency. Basic human decency. So yeah, um, yesterday was spectacularly unproductive. I almost did nothing yesterday. I planned to watch 2 episodes of Shogun and a movie. Ended up watching one. Planned to edit the college update video. Didn't do it. Planned to do a bunch of shit. Also didn't do it. Um, but hopefully today's different. So hopefully I want to be more productive today. And most importantly, around 6 p.m. ish today, 7 p.m., I'm gonna go out to the APCA banquet. I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna like shave the sideburn here and gel my hair back and look good and stuff. To be honest, it's probably not gonna mean much. It's probably just gonna be some food and some people and that's it. But it's worth going because A, free meal. B, I get to meet some people. Maybe I'll meet a Hong Konger there. No one knows. But if it sucks, me and Iko will just leave. So that's our plan. But yeah, that's one thing to look forward to. And I guess the other thing that I look forward to is the the All About Lily Shiju Blu-ray, which is actually coming. I thought it's coming in late May, but no, it's coming now. Um, it's coming tonight. So I'm really excited about that. 37 fucking dollars. That's expensive. Hell. But it's worth it. It's one of the greatest films ever, in my opinion. Um, and then that's it. That's it. Also, Evelyn finally responded. Evelyn from WoW, saying that she doesn't know if she wants to go to the Anime Expo yet, and she asked me, "Are you?" But I do want to go. It's like once a year. I've been in LA for like 3 years, and you know, I just want to go. Otherwise, what am I gonna do for the summer, anyways? So yeah. Um, And that's pretty much it. I don't think there's much else to talk about or discuss. Again, I can't celebrate too early because I still have a couple final exams to handle, and I desperately need to start studying today. Yeah. Not much else. Oh my God. Okay, apparently we had to wear in a more formal attire, but not too formal because I don't want to overdo it. So I'm wearing nice shoes, this pants with belt, white shirt, and the classic detective red coat. Shaved, cleaned, sideburns. If the banquet is ass, we're gonna leave. I'm gonna call an Uber. Yay. Had to walk all the way back home to change into better suit. Fuck it. All right. It's 9:10 p.m. in the morning, at night actually. Just a quick video here. So there's this thing called partying, where a group of people hang out, exist in a space, and they're usually happy and they listen to music and perhaps alcohol is involved. And I've been to those things a few times already, birthday parties, plus or minus the alcohol. But I've never been to like an American party, you know. And ever since I've come to LA, I've always thought about, oh my God, these Netflix, you know, these Euphoria, 13 Reasons Why, Riverdale ass parties. Like, you know, what's gonna happen in those parties? Those parties are crazy. Like, oh my God. But the more I live in LA, the more I realize that those kinds of parties, they're probably real, but they're extremely dramatized. And B, I feel like the more people I meet and the more comfortable I am with my environment, the less I'm gonna feel, whoa, this is crazy. I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm committing a crime. So, you know, a couple months ago, I went to a birthday party and it's a bunch of people and alcohol is involved and weed is involved, even though I didn't really smoke any, but, you know, but I don't feel anything. It's not like this crazy underground thing. It's just friends hang out. But tonight, there's another party. Truth be told, it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like a Netflix Euphoria ass party. But it is something to document. I'm gonna talk about my thoughts and feelings, narrate over it, and I'm gonna change my clothes to something a little more comfortable. And we'll see you there.
你有幾耐冇翻過 SMC 啊？我冇，我啲 friend 同佢哋生日 party。
Oh shit.
Wow, that's pretty funny. 你会住在这儿吗？你会住在这儿？
I know like summer, like I know like it's not like 30. I know how to use. Yeah. You kind of like place our lenses.
Yeah. I was like, I need to have a bathroom break. Exactly. No, because I just watched Challenge.
Okay. Okay. So a reminder. Third. Actually, I'll explain it to you. So third place. Third place is a 12-pack of this Chinese drink. It's really good. Second place is a
fuck's sakes. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, time now is 2:19 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, let's quickly go over what happened today. And then I'll just watch 2 episodes of Shogun and edit college and sleep. So, today is quite interesting, actually. So, after waking up, I just did whatever I can, as fast as I can. So I filmed and edited an album review. But immediately after that, I basically had no time to do anything else. I had to go to the APCA banquet as soon as I can. So yeah, I went to the APCA banquet. I honestly didn't think of it as that big of a deal for some reason. Even though this is the biggest event in for the Asian Film Club, for USC, it's like I don't really care for it all that much. So I was honestly thinking that I'm gonna wear casual. I'm gonna wear this blue shirt, I'm gonna wear some pants, and then I'm just gonna go. But Rachel DM'd me asking me what should she wear. And I'm like, I don't know, just casual. And she's like, no, but like it's like red carpet, right? And I'm like, what? So I'm like, fine. So I asked Equal what he's wearing, and he said smart casual, or like semi-casual, or semi-formal. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I tried to wear something nicer. So I went with a white shirt that's similar to this, but not this, with the red coat. And then the khaki pants over there with the belt. And then as I was walking into the USC lift zone, right? I looked at the APCA banquet post, like the Instagram post again, the promotion, and I see that everyone in that photo collage are wearing nice suits and like, you know, it's funny, Glenn is in that photo collage. Anyways, so I'm like, fuck it. So I walked back. So thank God I wasn't like all the way, you know, into the zone, you know. So I walked back home. I quickly switched coats. I wore this suit. Thank God I bought this suit back in a couple of years ago at what's the name of the store? It's not H&M. Is it H&M? Uniqlo? Uniqlo. Yes. Thank God I bought this suit at Uniqlo. Even though at the time it's like I bought this expensive ass suit just to wear it once at the Asian World Film Festival, but this suit would go on to be useful for tons of events because damn, you know. So I'm happy I have this suit. So anyways, I changed up and I just left. Took an Uber and arrived at around 7:05 p.m. The doors open at 6:30, but thank God I'm not too early and I'm not too late either. I was right on time. And as expected, tons of people showed up. So I was taking a lift and it had 2 girls beside me, or more like I went to the shotgun seat and there were 2 girls behind me. And I didn't really pay them much attention. I know one of them is Asian. And then I looked at the map, the lift, and turns out one girl left, and then the other girl and I have the same destination. So I'm like, ooh, is that girl also from APCA? So the Lyft driver closed in on that spot, and the Lyft driver was like, oh, drop you here? And she's like, yeah, this is fine, just right there. And then I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, oh wait, are you also going to the... And I said, yeah. And then I jokingly added a comment saying, oh, I've never been here. Like, no, I said it's my first time here. And she's like, oh, really? You're new? Like, what year are you in? Like, maybe she thought I'm a freshman or something. But I'm like, oh no, I'm just saying it's my first time in, like, this banquet, this place. She's like, okay. So we went in, and the moment I walked in, I saw Katie, the Korean American girl, and North. And both of them could immediately remember that it's me. North was like, hey, Enoch. And Katie also remembered me. It's funny that I call her on like a first name basis. It's like I just met her once, very briefly. But like they both recognize me, so it's like great. And it's amazing because it's my first semester in USC, and I'm already at a point where I walk into an event and like a couple people immediately recognizes me. I go in and it's a little awkward at first, and oh my god, everyone's wearing like nice suits and like it's like they're going to the Oscars. It isn't only until much later I found out that APCA sent us all an email, and in the email they said that the dress code is red carpet. Literally red carpet. I thought Rachel said red carpet because it's like, ooh, you know, she thinks it's like red carpet. But no, it literally says red carpet. Whoa. So I'm glad I have this suit. So I went upstairs. I saw a few people that I've met and talked to before, like Catherine, who was the producer of the Rohan short film. Rohan himself was there. Cameron, who is apparently like one of the biggest, or like the second biggest role in the entire club. He's there, and I spoke with him a little bit, and he's like, oh yeah, feel free. And I'm like, the thing is, I've only met him like once again. It's not much. But I was like, hey, you know, and he's like, how's it doing? And I'm like, oh, it's good, you know, just studying for the finals, whatever. And then I said, oh, I just got here. And she's like, oh, okay, feel free. And then I walked upstairs and I saw Equo and Jake. And then they introduced me to another guy, and we talked a little bit. And then a little bit later, I ran into more people, like Hugh, the guy who was younger than me. Apparently, he is like an intern. He's considered an intern in APCA. That's interesting because like I know him now, so that's gonna help me a lot in the coming semesters. And then yeah, and then so I saw Hoonbin, so the Korean American guy, who I met in the APCA in the post-Oscars APCA meeting. So APCA is a lot of people, and it's like kind of like a spectrum where it's like I can know a bunch of people, but just because I know a bunch of people doesn't mean I know all of them. Like there's still another side, you know, and all of them sort of like converged all at once today. I think almost all the people I've met from APCA also showed up today. Even Lillian showed up today. One of the producers, or like the casting director for John L's short film. And then Jamie, the Chinese American girl, is there as well. So tons of people showed up. And then I and Hunbin, we talked and we grabbed food. We lined up and grabbed food. The food is not bad, but it's like okay catering. So it's a bunch of Asian foods. Deep fried dumplings, deep fried dough balls with sesame covered and red bean paste in the middle. I think this is like their rendition of like a Cantonese snack or something. Like it reminds me of hamsargon, right? And then there's a kimbap and Korean fried noodles. Oh my god, it's been a long time since I've had Korean noodles. It tastes so good. What the fuck? But everything else was There's karaage, fried chicken, and orange chicken, and they're both dry as hell. And we eat it in this small paper bowl. Or like paper, it's like a hot dog container, you know, and red Solo cups, but I drank some lychee juice from it. But it's nice that I'm able to eat some free food. Maybe it's not filling enough for me to, you know, call it dinner, but it's still good. So I sat down beside Hunbin and we talked, and then Rachel soon came at around 7:30 something, and a little late, but it's still okay because there's still a lot of food. So she sat right beside me, and she doesn't know a single person other than me and Iko. But I know like 10 people there, like 10, and it's not a lot. There were like 40 something, maybe even 50 people today, but like actually definitely a lot more, like probably almost 100 people. But it's just crazy. It is at this moment I realize that holy shit, Rachel has been studying in USC for like 3 semesters already. And I somehow know more people than her. Like, I'm really hustling. Yeah, you know, you may call me out and say, well, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't blah 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 blah. But like, come to think of it, I'm actually doing really well. Like, I'm actually fucking trying, you know? I'm actually like connecting with people and shit. That's crazy. So yeah, honestly, I'm impressed by myself. So anyways, we watched this quick video, and then we have the last two presidents give a speech, the next two presidents give a speech, and then we eat food, and then we clean up, and that's pretty much it. Simple, nothing fancy. But apparently it's like the second time they've ever organized a banquet. And like apparently 2 years ago APCA was still very small and they didn't have a general meeting. So, you know, intriguing, I guess. And then there's the after party. And honestly, I thought the after party would be at the same spot, but no. It's gonna be in somebody's house, which makes sense. And I don't know, at this point, I don't really have any expectations. I'm not really expecting like a Euphoria ass party or anything like that. But I'm just gonna roll with it. I just want to meet people, you know? I just want to talk to people. So, apparently, a lot of people are considering going home to change into more casual wear, and that's true. And so Rachel Equal can't go because tomorrow Equal at 3 a.m., which is literally half an hour later, by the way. Equal needs to get onto a film set, an AFI film set as a PA, as an art PA. Great for him, but thank God I didn't say yes to helping out because I'm not waking up at 2 a.m. Waking up at 2 a.m., I don't even sleep at 2 a.m. to help on an AFI set. That's a disaster. So Equal can't go, but Equal ended up going for like maybe an hour. And then Rachel debated whether she should go. I want to go. So at the end, a lot of people went, but a lot of people also didn't go. Yeah, so Rachel drove me home so that I can change my clothes. It's the first time I've ever been in Rachel's car. It's kind of weird because Rachel, even though she's older than me, but she doesn't seem like she's more mature than me. It's a very strange thing to say, but like Rachel just seems like a panicky, not even panicky. She just seems like a what's going on, but like she just drove me home, and then I changed my clothes. Right before that, I found a cockroach on the ground right around here, and then I killed it. And then later on, after I returned home from the party, I would see another cockroach over there. Yes. So I killed 2 cockroaches here today, and yesterday I also killed a cockroach outside, and a spider outside. So fuck. These cars, they keep coming. But anyways, I changed my clothes, I went back out, and then she drove us to the place where the party happened. And wow, this party is like safe. And again, like everyone's expecting like, oh, Euphoria ass party. But honestly, I think this is of course, frat parties are probably way more chaotic than this. And this is like, on the spectrum, it's considered safe. But, you know, it has the characteristics of a American party with fancy lights, alcohol, music, and a lot of young people dressed in nice clothes, and with makeup on, and some smoking weed a little bit perhaps. But I don't feel like this is some crazy alien thing to me. I just thought, oh, you know, it's a networking event. To me, it's a networking event. I'm here to make connections. And I did make 2 connections. So that one guy I spoke to with Equo and Jake beside them, he's like a film production student. yeah, you know. So I connected with him, and then at first it was a little bit awkward. So I and Rachel are like the first two people to arrive, even though we're like 3 minutes late. Like aside from the people who are already there helping out, like Rohan, including Rohan. And then Hunbin was like the next person to arrive, and then more and more people showed up. And at the end, I think around 30-ish people showed up, which is not bad, but like, or maybe 20 something ish, which is definitely not bad, but like, it wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be. It felt very chill. It was just mostly people drinking and talking. I drank a lime seltzer, which is like nothing to me. Like it's alcoholic, but it felt like nothing. It felt like lime soda. And then there's vodka, but like, oh, I don't know. Like vodka seems too strong for me. But later in the party, I did drink vodka, like a tiny shot of vodka mixed with a lot of mango juice. And honestly, it's like very handleable. It's not that bad. So I'm ready to take on harder stuff now. Because turns out vodka is not that bad. Like, I remember the first time I had vodka when I was like, I don't know, I was maybe 17 or 18 or something. And it was the strongest thing ever. And it kept coughing. But like, drinking vodka now, I know it's like diluted. And also it's Kirkland vodka, so it's the cheap shit. But like, I can try better. I can try stronger. Anyways, talked. I and Hunbin talked a little bit. And then suddenly this tall-ass Chinese girl showed up. Awkwardly said, "What are you guys talking about?" And then so we introduce ourselves to each other. You know, the usual. Oh, what major are you in? What do you want to do in life? Where are you from? Blah, 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 blah. I'm glad I'm not the awkward one. I'm glad I and Hunbin had previously established, you know, we've seen each other and we've talked to each other. And I'm glad she's like this newcomer here. But she's like really awkward and is like, oh, okay. She's from Shanghai, but she speaks really good English. But I speak even better, of course. I didn't get her Instagram, but like she's studying speech therapy and master's degree, but she liked film before, so okay. She came here with another friend who I also briefly spoke to. And then I spoke with this plus size, chubby Vietnamese American girl who is also a transfer, who's also a spring admit, and apparently she was in CTCS 300 the whole time throughout the semester that we just had. What the hell? How am I only seeing her here? But we connected because I saw Rachel speaking to her, and I thought she mentioned that she's from the same community college as I was in. Turns out not, but still, we talked a lot, and we spent like a long time talking. She also has like drag queen makeup on for some reason, but like ish. But we talked, and you know, it was nice, and you know, I've never really heard Rachel speak so much English. And be in social situations like this. And I realized that Rachel's not very great at socializing, or more like sometimes she says jokes and she says things that if she says it in Cantonese in front of a bunch of Hong Kongers, it makes sense. But like in America in English, it doesn't make sense. And I've never felt that way. I've never sensed something like that towards a person before, because to me, I can act and say the same things in Cantonese in Hong Kong versus in English in America, and it would be the same. But today I realized that there are moments where she would say something and then she would say another thing that felt like without context it would sound like gibberish. But because I'm a Hong Konger, I somehow get what direction of the conversation she's trying to take it. Like, we were complaining about a professor. This, me and Rachel, we took 394 with this white woman professor who we dislike. The Vietnamese American girl, she also took the same professor, but for a different class called censorship. which is a class I want to take, but she hated it. She hated the film Lust, Caution and Both People, which I was like, oh yeah, but like in my heart I'm like, what? You didn't like those films? But yeah, and then Rachel would talk about the attendance sheet being passed around, but like it's a very random detour, or more like a random branch of thought. It's like, oof. So I had to be there to be like a, almost, oh yeah, there's the attendance sheet thing. I had to be there to be like the glue of the conversation. Also, it's crazy that my voice is like crisp. I think drinking a lot does help. I think alcohol helps with my vocals. But yeah, I briefly saw, so Katie, I don't know if she was at the after party or not. I kind of want to talk to her more. There's also another girl, the extroverted girl, whom I met in the post-Oscars APC meeting, who I think showed up in the banquet. And I think she showed up in the after party, or maybe my eyes are deceiving me, but I want to speak to her a little bit more. So I've been looking around, but like, she's not there. And then there's this raffle thing. So Yami, today's the first time I've heard of this company. Yami is a company that's similar to We, online shopping for Asians. Food particularly. And I didn't want to join because like the third prize is like a bunch of Chinese drinks. Like who fucking cares? The second prize is like this thing, and the first prize is like a skincare thing. I'm like, I don't care, bro. But I put down my name anyways, because who cares? And then I didn't win anything, but Rachel got a bunch of Chinese drinks. The one thing that she doesn't want. She wanted the facial, the skincare. But yeah. It's fine at the end of the day. I think it's good that I've made connections. So Rachel got a bunch of stuff. Rachel got free food after the banquet, and then Rachel took some potato chips from the party. Like basically crafty, essentially. So she had to pay $10 because she's not an APCA member, really. But it's a huge reward because she just got free dinner, free lunch for tomorrow, and a bunch of snacks and a pack of drinks. And she was like, wow, like, thank God I came today. And then she drove me home. And by then it was around maybe 1 a.m.-ish. So yeah, it's nice. It's not a huge thing, honestly. Like, today wasn't like a huge life-changing thing. It's funny, like, sure, I didn't try weed today or anything, but like, even if I did, it wouldn't feel like a huge deal. Whereas 2 years ago, back in December, when I tried weed for the first time, like an edible, with Pepper and Potter, it's like a huge fucking deal. I'm like very nervous about it, and but like, I've come to a point where I'm fully sober and fully aware of my surroundings, where it's like, sure, bring it on, So, yeah, I feel like going to USC is the first time I've been sober since coming to LA. Sober, as in, like, instead of as opposed to drunk in emotional distress. But yeah. And then another thing is, I'm impressed with myself, as in, like, I socialized really well today. Like, I was able to smile and tell jokes, but instead of, like, 2 years ago and last year as well, when I was in my community college, I would socialize well, but it would be with self-deprecating jokes and, awkwardness. And I was able to make friends with that, but today I come off confident. I come off calm and confident, or at least I think I come off calm and confident. Maybe I'm not. Maybe if someone's secretly filming me and I watch a video, I'd be like, oh, I look stupid. And I definitely would probably think that. But like, at least I acted really calm. And it felt nice. It felt like I'm in control of the situation. It felt like I'm doing better. Also, when I socialize with people, I know it's like weird to say this, but like, I'm a calculated fellow, Like, when I make connections because I want the benefits from it. Not because I'm a sociopath, but because of various things that had happened in my past. I have trust issues. certainly I've met a lot of nice people today, and talked to a lot of nice people as well. And surely I want to be friends with them, but I'm not close enough with them to call myself, oh yeah, I'm friends with them. But first and foremost, it's the benefits, you know. So, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I even spoke with the now ex-president of APCA for a little bit. His name is Nathan. But yeah, that's that. Not much else. Apparently Rachel was gonna meet this other Hong Konger girl who Glenn like introduced her to, but that girl kept postponing their hangout. But speaking of which, I am excited to meet Matthew, the Singaporean guy. I'm still on the search for an interesting Hong Konger girl. Even though they're very rare, especially in film, and yeah. I'm done with GE classes, basically. Art history is basically my last GE class. Though to be fair, if I take the religion class for Asian American religion class, it's technically GE at the same time. But like in film and in religion major, what are the chances of me running into a Hong Kong girl? Okay, outside of classes, there's clubs. APCA is full of Asian Americans. Like, I and Rachel, like, we speak to each other in Cantonese several times a day. And it's like, well, nobody can hear us and understand us anyways. And then HKSA is like, even if I can find a Hong Konger in HKSA, it's like, she's probably just a bimbo. So, not my thing, man. So, I don't know. Chances are slim, but I have hope, hopefully. But yeah, one final thought would be, if Rachel was Pepper today, and if it was like 2022, it would be insane. Like how much I'm in control of the situation, and how much I'm involved with things, and Pepper's or like, you know, Rachel's there. It's like, again, just goes to show how much I've grown in the last 2 years. Like, it's crazy how I'm the same guy who, you know, when I first came to LA and I panicked in Trader Joe's and JT, you know, was there, and, you know, the early days, and now I'm here and I'm like comfortable, you know. And Rachel asked me if I know Elin. Rachel doesn't know Elin personally, but Rachel knows a friend who went to Elin's birthday party, which happened a couple days ago. And I was like, yeah, I know Elin. She's really good. She's my production designer. And that's when I realized, holy shit. Like, someone can go, oh, you know this person? They're really good. And I've heard this and that about them. And I'm like, oh yeah, that person worked for me. I'm fucking powerful. I'm actually pretty powerful. Of course, I'm not as powerful as Ariel. Like, or as, I don't know, like, there are a lot of people who are more powerful than me, but like, I've climbed the ladder so fucking hard in the last 2 years, man. I've climbed the ladder so hard, you can't deny that. Okay, my legs are dying. Also, after I came back home, I realized that I didn't eat enough food, and I boiled some choy sum for myself. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I sleep a little earlier tonight. Oakley dokley. Time now is 1:57 p.m. on April 28th. I slept from 5:35 to 1:40 basically. Yeah. It's extremely late. And once again, when I fell asleep, the sun was rising, which is fucking terrible. It's a terrible feeling. I really hate that. It's really bad. The idea that the world is starting and then I'm falling asleep is kind of bad. Because the birds are chirping. The moment they see sunrise, the birds chirp. And it just gets really noisy. But anyways, yeah. Last night was nice. It wasn't like a movie. It didn't feel like a movie. I don't know why. It's like last night was arguably a bigger event than the, say, four Hong Kongers incident, which happened back in November of 2022. Yet the four Hong Kongers incident felt so much more impactful than whatever this is. Um, Even though this is a bigger deal, actually, somehow. Um, yeah, there are a few moments that, like, actually, wow, I'm really making connections. Like, Calix, this guy, who I think is Weijian, he, he complimented me for cloud busting, again, for the second time. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just looking back to your short film, and, like, I'm thinking back about your short film, and, like, the cinematography. I like your cinematography work. Like, are you more of a DP or are you more of a director? And I'm like, I'm more of a director. I have no plans to be DP, but like, shot choices and like composition is also a director's thing. Um, and the thing is, cloud busting look like shit. So imagine the power I have if I have like good camera and good equipment and a good team, and a good lighting team, which is objects and mirror. But I feel like we're also limited to like a very confined set. So there's that. Um, and then yeah, and then Rohan poured me the vodka shot. I was like, oh, I'm not. Like Rohan was like, have you like did you drink before? And I'm like, yeah, but like not this hard stuff. And he's like, okay, I'll pour you a little bit. Also, the Vietnamese American girl Lily, she's like, we're taking CTCS 200 together next semester, and because Rachel also are taking the same class I'm taking, Rachel's also gonna be there. So it's like, hey, we're gonna be together. But yeah. I'm honestly thinking of canceling my summer class because I feel like it is a waste of money, and I can just replace a class 2 semesters later with Writing 340. It's a little unorthodox to take Writing 340 late like that, but also it's not against the rules. I kind of want to replace the production experience with the writing class, but in the expense, but taking the risk of, the whole point of being in the production experience is really to, because I want to put myself out there and join the 310s and the 480s. But like, if I'm able to make shit tons of friends somehow, like, then there's no point, anyways, to take the production experience because I'll be on these sets anyways. So like, yeah. Yeah, anyways, that's promising stuff. Meanwhile, today, I don't think I'm going anywhere today. I think I'm staying home the whole day. I'm just gonna chill at home. And just, I have so much stuff to watch. Like, I have 2 movies and an episode of Shogun to watch. I planned to finish Shogun last night, but of course I didn't finish. Because time is just moving so fast. It's ridiculous. My room still smells like fish. I don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah. Yeah, I'm planning to stay at home the whole day today. It feels good to be able to wake up naturally, though. 3 days in a row. It's so nice. So that's that. And then not much else, I think. And then not much else. Nothing to look forward to. Really. Not much to look forward to. I need to figure out the whole Anime Expo situation today, because I have to buy the tickets today, before the prices increase, like, tomorrow. Yeah. Gotta figure it out today. It's already at the end of April. Goddamn. Holy shit. Time just moves so fast. Yeah. I don't really have much to say, honestly. Just, yeah. I'm doing well on the food department as well. Ooh, I wanna eat chicken tikka masala from Trader Joe's. I also want to order something from Wii. I want to order the Japanese curry blocks from Wii, just so that I can make Japanese curry. Maybe tomorrow night. Or, I don't know. But, that's something to think about. Maybe I'll go to H Mart tomorrow or a couple days later. Anyways. Yeah. I don't know. It's impressive how far I've come in life. It really is. Natalie probably doesn't care about me anymore, but I wish Natalie would know how well I'm doing. I want her to be proud of me, or even a little scared of me. Like, oh my god, the wimp, the whiny, skinny wimp that is Enoch, who is socially awkward and a little autistic. He's doing so well right now. What the fuck? I'm gonna have a nice haircut. I mean, this hair is fine, but like, it's getting annoying as hell, actually. And it's covering my ears, and I don't really like it. But if I get a haircut, a little K-pop haircut, get little earrings, look nice, work out, buff up. That's one thing I want to do in the summer. Work out more. Work out, buff up, get a bunch of friends, maybe a girlfriend, who knows. Get successful in film, tons of followers on IG. Get the fame, get the bag, get a good job, get a driver's license, even if I'm not getting a car, at least have the license just to show off. Then I feel like I'm really getting somewhere in life. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but, it's possible. On May 20th last year, I peaked because my short film got screened, everyone loved it, and I confessed to a girl for the first time. And the girl said yes, even though it was a fucking lie. I feel like I can do better than that. I feel like there's room. I mean, obviously there's room for improvement. But also, I feel like I'm capable of peaking harder than that. I feel like I am capable. I just need to try harder. This is the hustle, man. This is the hustle. It's a never-ending ladder for me to climb. Snakes and ladders. Bro, this thing is fucking huge. Alright, time now is 8:37 p.m. Yeah, I did nothing today, I feel like. I don't know why, but time is moving so ridiculously fast that it took me an hour to watch the last episode of Shogun and then film a review, and then I just spent 1.5 hours editing it. I suddenly had a stomachache, I went to the bathroom, and then I had lunch, and then that took a little while. So that's the whole day already. It's kind of crazy. Also, I hate to hear that my raspy voice is coming back. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if I can make it in time. I want to go to bed at 4:30 at the latest tonight. I still have 2 movies to watch. I want to study a bit. And, yeah. I need to study, actually. Not just want, but need. But nothing else, really. Oh yeah, the fucking Anime Expo shit. Right, gotta figure that out ASAP. Fuck. I don't know, the price will increase tomorrow, so I gotta, do something about it tonight. Jesus. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to eat for lunch or dinner either. I don't know why suddenly I'm entering a food recession again, where I just have no idea what to eat. I know for dinner, but not really. I'm running out of vegetables. I have 2 more servings of choy sum, or 1 more, to be honest. and then that's it. Like I have broccoli, right? I'm gonna finish broccoli tonight. I realize I need to buy food again, so maybe I'll go to H Mart tomorrow. Um, maybe, or maybe not. I don't really know, bro. I don't really know. Maybe I'll just buy stuff on Wii. You know, maybe I'll do something like that. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I have nothing important to say. The hustle continues. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like so far I'm just hustling, right? In USC. I'm like trying my best to meet as many people as possible, trying to get on film sets as much as possible. You know how at some point in the last couple of months, in the last few months, I set myself a goal, like I need to reach 500 followers on Instagram, I need to get onto a film set. Well, I've achieved those two goals pretty much. So I mean, I'm doing fine. Again, it's weird because like I'm hustling so much and I'm meeting so many people, but at the same time, like I'm still not that successful in film. I think Takumi was on some AFI set earlier. Maybe it was the same set Ikuo was on. Oh my god. And then Elin and Cliff are constantly joining new sets. And you know, people are getting like successful and people are getting places and people are dating and shit. And I'm not. But like I feel like I've been doing a lot, yet I'm not doing enough at the same time. It's kind of weird. But yeah, otherwise I'm chilling. I'm probably gonna go out and buy some food from H Mart tomorrow. Yeah. Regardless, there are 3 things I need to do to next week. In terms of going outside. One would be meeting Matthew, the Singaporean guy. I don't know if it's Matt or Matthew. I think it's Matthew. 2 would be study session with Equo and Rachel for 394. 3, I forgot. I think it was going to USC to watch The Sympathizer episode 1 premiere. Yeah. And also watching Evil Does Not Exist, but that's next week. And then I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah.
I'm gonna put some around the table too, because I know they tend to get attracted to the electrical.
Oh really?
Just because of like the heat. So, and then later on, like if you want to take it off, it's actually very easy to take off. I mean, it just snaps right off. It's just bait. So basically, like once it dries up, it just hardens up a little bit.
Okay.
But it's very easy to just take off. All you need is like a wet napkin, like clean, like take it off, and then just clean the residue. So.
Okay.
But I would just recommend just leave it for right now, you know. Because obviously you're seeing the activity, so.
Alright, time now is 2:07 p.m. on April 29th. Yay! So yeah, I combed my hair and it was a fucking mess. I combed it and now I look like I have a thin sheet of black around my head. Fantastic. So, yeah, so I slept from 5:05 to 12. Yes. It's good that I'm slowly going back earlier, but it's still 5 a.m. It's still really late. And I woke up kinda naturally at 12. Not really, it felt natural, but somebody woke me up. Somebody knocked on the door over here. Like, And I was like, what? So I woke up and I opened the door. Turns out it's pest control. So finally, after a whole goddamn month, the building decided to send someone in to help out with the pest control. Yeah, so, is this big Latino guy, and he basically added some traps, and these are like, he got this syringe, this giant plastic syringe, and it basically creates a little nugget of like brown yellowish liquid that solidifies like immediately. I can leave it there for like a month. It's gonna attract cockroaches. So he put like a bunch around my room, especially around this area. Also, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, it's like a landfill basically. This is already okay. This is the most horrifying part, but we're gonna ignore this. But like, come on. I'm a single college male student. Of course, my room is messy. This is already better than like the place I had in Sawtell, where I put a bunch of food on the ground. But now I have this, where food is more here, you know, above ground. But still, you know. So yeah, and I was in my pajamas still. So, and then he gave me a couple like cockroach trap, like foldable paper cockroach traps over here. So I'm gonna lay them around maybe. But yeah, that's that. And then I tried to go back to sleep because I thought, okay, 5:05 until 12, that is like less than 7 hours. Honestly, that's not a lot. So I went back to sleep. I couldn't fall asleep. As expected, I just rolled around my bed for like 1.5 more hours, and then I'm like, fuck it. So, yeah, I think it's because I've already slept a lot in the last 3 days that I'm not even that sleepy, so, which is good. So anyways, that's that. Now for today, what am I gonna do? Not much. I probably will go to Trader Joe's and buy some food. Just a wee bit, you know, just a teeny tiny bit. And then I'll do everything that is like normal. You know, just watching movies, studying, filming a review, editing it. That's it. I do want to get back on, you know, more long-term things that I always plan to do, like drawing, working out, writing scripts. I wrote some last night. It's really nice. I just want to get back onto that. So that's that. Now another thing is, I really need to plan out the summer. So this is the thing is, the last couple of days made me realize that I'm still on thin ice. And by that I mean, like, one crack in the ice, I fall. So that's not a very good allegory. What I mean is, I'm always straddling between having nothing and having a lot of things, right? So it's same with last year, is that last year, back in round 3, you know, Ensign Means was a huge deal, Leslie was a huge deal, but the moment I lost those two things, I had nothing in my life, and my life is completely empty and pointless all over again. In round 4, this time, it's a little bit better, I guess, because it's more evenly spread. Like, I have a little film thing over there, Cliff friend group, maybe sometimes we can hang out, maybe, but like, it's just little things. At the end of the day, it's so easy for me to lose all my friends right now, and for me to have nothing to do for the entirety of summer. And that's another thing is, after some thinking, last night I decided that maybe it's a better idea if I don't take the summer class. Because again, summer classes are fucking stupid. 2 Zooms a week, and very cramped schedule, and, you know, maybe it's a bad idea. Also, it's a waste of money. The thing is, if I take one few class in one of the future semesters, and then replace it with Writing 340, which is what I'm planning to take this summer, I will save $9,200. $9,200. $9,200. Why is there a nail? What the fuck? Hold on. So yeah, so I'm thinking of just doing that. And the class that I want to not take is CTPR 426, the production experience. It's the class that forces CAM students or like non-film production students to be on film productions like 480 or 310. But the thing is, what if I don't even need that class in order to join 480s and 310s? I think it'll be tougher because then it'll completely depend on connections. But I feel like I can try. I can try to do that, right? It's going to be tough, but I want to do that. I want to just get onto 310s and 480s purely by connection and not with, like, you know, through a class. Not only is it going to save me a little more money, but also, yeah, like, if I take a CTPR 426, it's probably going to assign me as PA anyways. Like, ooh, this is what film production looks like. This is called a C-stand. Like, I know those things already. If I can directly join a 310 or 480 as a production designer, now that's power. Now that's a power move. So I'm going to ask North. I'm going to DM North and ask her about this today. And then after that, I'll decide to remove the summer class, because it's annoying. Yeah, so speaking of summer, I really don't have anything to do then. I want to travel, but, obviously, no money. I just want to meet people. I just want to meet an interesting Hong Konger girl. It's like, I've met 2 Hong Kongers now, Stephanie and Rachel, and neither of them are just good, you know. Neither of them are fine. I want to meet someone interesting. Yeah. And I feel like there are definitely a bunch of Hong Konger girls out there. Like, again, Rachel met Glenn at this football game, and Glenn introduced this other girl to Rachel. Her name is Teresa. Like, so there's, like, definitely, like, an ocean of Hong Kong girls hidden somewhere. I just need to somehow find that, you know. You know what? I'm going to DM Glenn and ask him what are his summer plans. But yeah, without the summer class, then I'm truly vacant from mid-May till end of August. Like, 3.5 months, I have nothing to do. So, yeah. And also, right now, I'm talking to Evelyn and Jonathan about going to Anime Con. So, for some reason, the prices didn't increase between last night and today. The 4-day pass is still $150, which is ridiculous. $150 is like 7.5 criterions, okay? But, like, maybe I can still afford a 1-day thing. And, you know, I'm not going to go on 4 days in a row anyways. It's not worth it. So, we just need to find 1 day to go. And that's it. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like nobody's enthusiastic to go this time. I want to DM Eric too, but, like, I don't know. I feel like Eric is just gone. I don't know, but, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Rachel sent me her CTCS 394 paper last night at 3 a.m. and asked me to proofread it. I read it. Oh my god, it's bad. The thing is, she uses her Form 6 English skills to write that. The kind of English we learn in the Hong Kong secondary schools, but that's not good enough. It's so formulaic, it's so easy, it's like word salad. It's like a whole paragraph and it means you can condense it down into 1 sentence because it's word salad. You're saying all these words and they don't mean anything, you know? So, I don't know. Suddenly, I feel way better about my paper. Suddenly, I feel way more confident that I can get to Cannes Film Festival. Yeah. That's it. That's it for today. I also ordered some food on Wii, including Japanese curry cubes, which means that tomorrow night, Japanese curry. Looking forward. Alright, time now is 9:16 p.m. and once again, say it with me. 4 words. Nothing important happened today. That's right, folks. Nothing important happened today. Yeah. Again, I basically did nothing. I filmed a review. I walked all the way to Trader Joe's. Oh my god, the USC Village is like walled off. It's got iron fences and stuff. And I had to find a little entrance to sort of sneak in. Went to Trader Joe's, bought $35 worth of stuff. Pretty cool. Now I get to eat salad and eat stuff for tonight, so that's great. And then took a bus back home, and I already wasted like the entire day, and it's already 9 fucking p.m. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I have a lot to do today. I just need to finish 2 movies, do some studying, and edit a college video, and that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna draw a little bit. I think I'm gonna work out. Not sure. But yeah, that's basically it. So it's chill. It's fine. It's whatever. And then tomorrow I have nothing to do again. But tiny updates for sure. This morning I spoke to a bunch of people. I told Tova that there is actually a secret Crucio, like anti-Crucio Discord server that I really wanted to join. I asked Matthew, the Singaporean guy, when is he free, and he said, oh, anytime after Tuesday. And I'm like, Wednesday or Friday? And he's like, oh, Wednesday would be great. And I'm like, sure. So tomorrow I have nothing to do, but Wednesday I get to meet him, so that's cool. And then I opened an Instagram chat group between me, Rachel, and Ikuo. I'm the one to open it. You know, I'm taking charge. But we discussed which day would be like the best day to study. Ikuo is only free on weekends, so we're probably gonna do it on Sunday, because on Saturday I'm going to the Grove to watch Evil Does Not Exist. Hopefully the QR code works. So far it's Wednesday. I'm meeting Matthew. Thursday I'm going to SCA to watch The Sympathizer. Friday is a rest. Saturday, Evil Does Not Exist. Sunday is, studying for 394. And then immediately next Monday, 394 final exam. And then next Wednesday would be art history final exam, and then I'm done. So that's great. I'm looking forward. I also talked to North about joining 310 and 480s. 310s are pretty easy to join because obviously they're basically like Film 32. If you hear crew calls, just hit them up. It'll be good. But 480s are actually a bit more difficult to join because they're more formal. They're basically like Film 33, so you can't just walk into it and join. You have to be recommended, maybe by a professor, maybe by a student, I don't know. But I'm extremely interested in joining a 480. Otherwise, this whole purpose of USC is gone, USC is well known for its film production program. I need to be in the film production. Film studies in USC is probably also really good, but is it as good as film production? Who knows? But I need to help out on a 480, and I need to help out on grad thesis films as well. And maybe branch out, help out on an AFI shoot, help out on a whatever shoot, So that's that. I also spoke with Naja a little bit, because Naja's at Enhanced Media, which is a post-production place. And she was like, oh, actually, today we're going to spot music or spot soundtrack for ends and means. And then she texted me, "Oh my god, Cuchillo is coming. Oh, Carly just showed up." And and then I saw Cuchillo post a photo of himself standing next to Carly on his Instagram page. So it's so funny that it's happening in real time. Also, Naja told me that she hasn't seen Cuchillo in like months. And that's crazy because like I saw Cuchillo not too long ago during spring break. So it's like, man, you know, spooky. But there's that. And the most important thing was actually I reached out to Evelyn. Thank God, like, Evelyn spoke a lot with me today, so we sort of discussed and talked, and we finally agreed that it'll be a good idea to go to the Anime Expo together. Which is great, fuck yeah. And then we talked throughout, like, the entire day, from morning till now. Like, we've been going back and forth. I found out that she lives very close to me right now. Like, she lives next to USC as well, despite the fact that she doesn't, you know, study in USC. She studies all the way somewhere near Long Beach. Not CSU Long Beach, another school. Not gonna say which one. Yeah, and also I showed off my Blu-rays to her. I showed off my Steel Ball Run mangas to her. It's really nice. And then I told her, you know, oh, I'm asking Red and Jonathan to join too. And then Evelyn randomly texted me saying, oh, not to sound, you know, just to put it out there, like, I may decide to go with you or not, depending on who you're going with. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? So, I'm like, okay, sure. Okay, and then I'm like, oh, but, you know, Jonathan's chill and Red is nice. You know Red. And then she clarified saying, okay, if Red goes, I don't think I'll go. And I'm like, okay, what happened? And she didn't answer, and I don't need for her to answer. I don't need to know. If it's something that she's not comfortable sharing, that's okay. But it's kind of weird, isn't it? It's like, what did Red do? I don't know. I'm imagining things, but I know for sure that Red is a really nice guy. Maybe Red has said or done some things that's like beyond his boundaries, but you know, throw back to the time Red had a crush on Ariel on the set of Ends and Means, but obviously Benny got her, and now Ariel hates Benny too. You know, all that jazz, you know, and then me with Leslie, all that jazz. But it's cool. And then Evelyn also has another friend. So but at some point Evelyn even said, "Hey, if it's just me and you, I would still go." So I'm like, "Great." So we talked a lot. So it was great to reconnect with her. You know, it may feel a little weird because it's like I'm only talking to her because I want to go to Anime Expo, but like, to be fair, Evelyn is like one of the first people I've ever met from my community college. So this is like a historic friendship. So, I mean, I've known her since 2021. It's been 3 years. So, it's really cool. So, I'm looking forward. So yeah, that's basically it. And not much else. So, the good thing is the prices didn't increase from yesterday to today. The prices will, however, increase from tonight to tomorrow. It will increase at midnight. So we have to buy the tickets to the expo by midnight. And we have decided to go on Thursday. And it's a little bit, just one day for this large anime expo. But I feel like if I buy a 4-day pass, A, it's super expensive. It's $150. What the fuck? B, it's like, how am I going to go to downtown LA 4 days in a row? That's crazy. I'm not going to do that. And besides, we'll be buying a lot of merch anyways. So yeah, we may miss some cool panels or whatever, but I feel like given how big this expo is, it's like to be expected. So yeah, hopefully Jonathan says yes tonight. Hopefully Jonathan says yes. And then we'll go. Yeah. Small thing, but for my religion book analysis, I got an 82, which is pretty underwhelming. Kind of sad considering how much I enjoyed that class and how much blood, sweat, and tears I put into reading that freaking book. That's a B minus. But I did some calculations. I still do think I'm able to get an A. So I'm going to aim for an A. I don't think I'll get an A for 394, but I think that's the only class I'm getting a B. I think all 4 other classes, I think it's A. So, yeah. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Ouch. Alright, we're going to do it. One day. $75, which basically means $90 plus taxes and whatever. Okay. Register. Oh. Holy shit. $12. Where are you shipping from? Are you shipping from Europe? Like, oh my god. Alright, time now is 1:54 p.m. on April 30th already. Fuck. It's already the end of April. Blink of an eye, boom, April is over. Yeah, so, slept from 5:15 to basically 1:30. The construction noises at the side is so goddamn loud. It's crazy. I also had a pretty nice dream full of yearning and loss. I returned to the old school again, of course, and I missed the homework, and the English teacher is still looking for it. And it's like it's like a camp or like some sort of event where we have to go back to the school, so the homework matters. And then Nick lost all his homework, and the teacher yelled at him. It's pretty great. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened to me yesterday. I don't know. Last 3-4 days, I've been extremely unproductive. And I don't really know why. Time just seems to move really fast. I think there are 2 factors. One is I'm waking up late, so a day feels shorter because the sun sets earlier than usual, like in my schedule, because I simply woke up later and slept later. Second of all, I just look at Instagram too much. I feel like sometimes I scroll Instagram and I just scroll and scroll and scroll, and I scroll for 15 minutes and I'm like, maybe a little more, just half an hour. And then I stand up and then I walk around and I eat some food, and then suddenly an hour has gone by. And I do that maybe once or twice a day, and then 2 hours or 2.5 hours have gone by. And those 2.5 hours is precious. Like, a lot can be done in those 2.5 hours. You know, there's a reason why the military schedule works. Like, sometimes I have less than 10 hours a day to do everything, but I still somehow am able to make it, is because I really limit myself from scrolling through Instagram and Twitter, and also spending a lot of time walking around and doing nothing and eating snacks. So I really need to find a way to limit myself from looking at Instagram too much. I feel like it's been a bit of an addiction for me, where I'm bored. I immediately grab my phone and I scroll through Instagram. Okay, let's take a rest. I can't do that. Okay, I can't do that too much. I can do that. I'm gonna allow myself to do that once. The thing is, like, the reels on Instagram. Oh my god, my hair. The reels on Instagram. They don't benefit me at all. The cooking videos, the memes, the cat videos, whatever. It's just like they don't benefit me at all. I gain nothing from it. So why am I even doing it, you know? But yeah, so yesterday, extremely unproductive again. I didn't watch 2 movies. I only watched 1. I didn't watch The Goldfinger. I don't know if I have enough time today to watch The Goldfinger. No idea. Second of all, didn't study again. I opened my notebook, as in the Word document, not like physical notebook. I opened the reading, and I'm like, I just can't, because I'm too tired. I want to sleep. Third, I didn't work out, I didn't draw, I didn't write any of my script. I didn't do all that stuff, and I had almost a whole day to myself yesterday, aside from going to Trader Joe's. So that's kind of fucking embarrassing. How am I so unproductive? I don't know. And, you know, truth be told, I'm already more productive than I usually am back in the secondary school days. Like, back in the secondary school days, I would watch one film and film and edit one review and a little bit of homework on the side, and the day ends. But obviously, I pack more into one day nowadays, but still unproductive. It's bad. So hopefully that changes today. And I need to train myself to wake up earlier because of the finals. After the finals, I can sleep however late I want. But I need to train myself to sleep early. So if need be, sleeping pills for the night. Better take sleeping pills this week than next week when the finals happen, because the sleeping pills may affect the brain chemistry. I want to take the finals completely sober and alive and energized. Okay? Okay. So, two things from yesterday that I would like to add. One would be I purchased the Anime Expo ticket. I did it. It was $75. But of course, after the $13.5 shipping fee and the $2 given to the fucking Society of Japanese Animation, I'm not kidding, SOJA or SFJA it's called, and then some dollar for like the service fee or whatever, it turned out to be $96, which is fucking stupid. But here we are. But yeah, that's great. I'm excited for Anime Expo. I don't know if one day is enough time for us to go around, but I think we'll plan it so well that we're gonna do it, okay? Next thing is I had a call with Thomas during dinner, and Thomas just finished his classes. Thomas told me that he's going on to a library date tomorrow because he liked this girl who was like Vietnamese American, and she showed up as like a side character on The Sympathizer, and she invited her to the library. Like, according to him, it's a library date, but it's basically just him asking the girl, let's study in the library together. Sure. And then she thinks, oh my god, I'm going on a date. And I'm like, haha, good luck, good luck. Watch Thomas actually pull it off. But the thing is, I and Pepper studied in the freaking CMD together for her IELTS English thing. Like, that's nothing. Okay? And then Thomas is like, oh, it's not official yet, but I'm probably going to ask her out tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, good luck, Now is a terrible time to ask someone out. It's about to be the finals. And everyone's probably going to stressed out because of the protests and everything. And you're going to ask a girl out in the midst of all this? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Every time I think of asking someone out, it's like I have a million reasons for me to say to not do that. Because I'm just that anxiety-induced of a person. Anxiety-filled of a person. I don't know. And again, like, this got me thinking just a tiny bit how perfect Leslie was. If she wasn't an asshole, she would have been perfect. Like, she just has the right personality. Artsy. She's not conservative. She has a sense of humor. She's okay pretty. Not the prettiest, but, I can let that slide. And she has a nice physical appearance. I'm guessing. I don't even know. But, like, she's just, I don't know. Because, like, in the world of LA, aside from Leslie, I can't think of any other possible person I could even remotely have a crush on. I'm either, like, just borderline aromantic, not exactly aromantic, asexual, but, like, borderline, like, so close. Because, like, I really feel nothing when I speak to a woman. 99.999% of the time when I speak to a girl, I feel nothing. I speak to a guy, I also feel nothing, obviously. So, I don't know. Again, the water analogy. If I'm not thirsty, why drink? It's like, does it even matter then? But yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll meet someone interesting soon enough. maybe yes, maybe no. We will never know. But yeah. If I run into another Hong Kong girl in film, please let me know. Okay, please let me know, because that would change the course of things. Even if it's like a friendship, you know, a girl in film production. Et voila. Intriguing. Oh my god. Bruh, this cabbage. Oh, holy shit. Okay. Okay, it's 8:27 p.m. I don't know why, but my voice is super raspy. Anyways, NIHT, nothing important happened today as expected. My mouse is dying. Like, the red light here is blinking, so it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of bad. I had to connect using the blue line to connect the mouse to the piece to the laptop from time to time. But yeah, was I productive today? Was I not? Again, I spent a lot of time today eating breakfast. I made myself waffles with peanut butter, banana, and chocolate syrup, and holy shit, it tastes amazing. But also, that's a big one. That's a big boy breakfast right there. So I had something simpler for lunch, which is Indomie, some cabbage, and a fried egg. And yeah, my Wii order came, so that's cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I haven't done anything so far today other than filming a review and editing it. And the day's already ending again. Holy shit. I'm fine with not watching the Goldfinger today. I can watch it tomorrow night. And that's actually important because I don't want to do too much today. I want to take a couple sleeping pills tonight and sleep earlier. That's my plan. But yeah, that's it. I have nothing important to say at all, actually. Like, I don't know. I'm excited about Anime Expo, which is happening like over 2 months later, but still, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to like plan the whole thing with Evelyn and her friend, and hopefully Jonathan joins. Jonathan this morning replied saying, he's gonna ask if he can get a day off. I almost forgot that he works at the Griffith Observatory and he is especially needed on July 4th, which is the exact same day that we're going. But also it's important that we're going on July 4th because the 5th and the 6th are Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And first of all, Sunday, it's the last day, everything's already sold out. The middle 2 days are like weekends, so it's ultra crowded. But July 4th is also a holiday, so it's also ultra crowded, but you know. So I don't know, but yeah. And then I guess that's it. There really isn't much to look forward to. I guess I also look forward to meeting Matthew the Singaporean guy tomorrow. I think that's going to be fun. Maybe a bit to talk about. Maybe there's a little bit to talk about. Who knows? Man, my hair is just getting annoyingly long. I really need to find a barber shop somewhere to fix this up for me. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I don't know. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to study. I don't want to study at night anymore. I need to study before dinner. Because after dinner, I'm too sleepy and I'm too distracted to study. So I'm going to study now. And then, aside from that, I'm not going to film and edit a movie roundup video. because again, that's just more extra time doing stuff. I'm not going to do that. So after studying and then after drawing, I'm going to draw a little bit. I'm going to work out. That's something that I promised myself to do today. I'm getting fat. It's good that I'm eating a lot of food nowadays, but I'm also getting really fat. So I got to work out. Aside from those two things, I'll be watching some anime tonight. And then I'm just going to end it right there. And it's going to be great. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know. I think I need to like DM Glenn and ask him what are his summer plans. Cause yeah, I don't know. I still haven't dropped my summer class. I'm still not sure if I should take CTPR 426, because if I do well after joining a 310, that's great, but joining a 480, if 480 is as formal as Film 33, if not more, then, you know, it's going to be tricky. The competition is going to be high, and I am far from the only production designer in USC. Can I even call myself a production designer? No. Like, Naja can call herself a sound person. You know, Cliff can call himself a DP, but I can't call myself a PD just yet. So I need to really, really, really excel in the art directing class next semester, and be on more sets as PD, as art PAs, and really learn the craft and just be good at it. Drawing is part of the thing. It's part of the practice. But yeah, what if I can't? What if I turn out to not be so good at being PD and I can't get into 480? Like what if? You know? That would really suck ass. But I want to though. Like, I don't even care. Like, let me just be a PA or some shit, like an art PA. But I do want to be a PD for a thesis film. Like, that would be so cool. But it all depends on my luck and not the fact that I'm taking CTPR 426 and it's automatically putting me in a 480 class. Also, if I'm involved with a 480 class, like, I also do want to like show up in that class in person, and I don't know if I show up as a PD, if that's like possible or not. But I think one thing that I really miss is cohorts, like a group of people that I really, really know, that I get to live with, breathe with, like in Film 32 and 33. Like, prior to 32, most people I know, if not all people I know, are blank pieces of paper. But after Film 32 and 33, I know these people. I know their personality. And people tend to become more interesting. And I want to do that. I want to do more of that. I want to experience drama with people. I want to experience excitement, new friendships. I don't know, just experience something. And I feel like by being in cams, I'm really, really missing out. But to be honest, even if I take CTPR 426, it's not going to give me that experience all that much. But I can still take it somehow. Maybe next semester, like next. Like, I can cram one more course into my schedule if I want to. Like, that's not too big of a problem for me. But yeah, I don't know. I just really want to. The cohort life is what I want to get. I guess I'm looking for two things ultimately in USC, right? An interesting Hong Konger girl and a cohort life. Yeah.